Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy and welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology readings. It's Sunday, well it is here in Australia, it's probably Saturday if you're watching in the States. Well, today I'm going to be revealing some more information about who you really are and what you're here to do. And I'm going to look at your date of birth and your three planes of existence and look at what's going on for you across those three planes, the mental, emotional, and physical. Now, I'll also be looking at where your soul may have originated from after it left source consciousness based around your date of birth, but also some of the fantastic influences that we get through from this incredible color therapy system called the color mirrors, which is a sequence of 87 different channeled dual colored oil bottles. Now, can you believe that they actually reveal so much more about you on a conscious and subconscious basis so that you can start becoming more fluid and flowing with life, you know, and start enjoying it. So as usual, I'm starting actually just by bringing out a card from my Starseed Oracle deck, which I use all the time. It's absolutely fantastic. And the card that I've chosen for you today, okay, so this is for everybody who's watching this, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it on replay. It's called the Golden Children, the Golden Children. Okay, how nice is that? Now, this one is all about your inner child. Okay, now, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but we all have an inner child, and sometimes that's a wounded inner child, and it will be based around usually an event in your past, usually between the ages of 0 and 7, where you kind of formulated a belief about a particular event, and that belief would have been formulated from a child's perspective, and often we carry out the same belief through our life, and it creates a pattern. So what this card is really saying is it's about recognizing those beliefs, okay, and why you maybe interpreted the event as being one particular thing when maybe it was something completely different, because we often do that. And then, of course, it then affects you for the rest of your life. So, you know, the Golden Children were also the very sensitive and intuitive beings that had rare gifts as well. So, like most starseeds, we all possess gifts, you know, our golden gifts that we can share of the world, and everybody has got different ones. You know, like for me, I specialize in numerology and color therapy and help people, you know, release stuck patterns and frozen emotions and outdated and limiting beliefs. But for you, it might be that you're a talented, you know, teacher, or you might be an incredible guide, or you might be somebody who is really good with music or art or literature or poetry. So really it's going back into the innocence of who you truly are and being more tender with yourself as well. Okay, so that's the Golden Children. Okay, so that's your card influence to begin the session. Now, if you're watching, what I'd like you to do is to put your date of birth in the comments section. And from there, what I'll do is I'll get my trusty board and pen, and I'll draw out your date of birth in your birth chart on your Starseed Numerology reading. So I only actually need the date and the date of your birth. I don't need the time or place at this stage. It's just really the date of birth. And from there, I can look at those three planes of existence, and that will give me information about your personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, the whole shebang. Oh, hello, Ram. Nice to see you back again. Well, very keen there. So good morning. Good job, Cat kept me awake. Absolutely, absolutely. So are you starting to become a bit of an insomniac? What's going on for you there? You maybe need to take some what's a good natural remedy? Lavender. Take some lavender to bed with you. Put some lavender drops on your pillow. That can often help. Now then, let me tell you a little story. Okay, so tomorrow, I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but I've got a group that I've set up on Facebook. It's called Andromedans. Now, my soul originates from Andromeda. So a few years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was actually given the information that I'm from Andromeda. And I was like, what is that? What does it even mean? So, you know, this inspired several years of research and exploring the different starseed flavors. And really, you know, the most important thing about waking up is is becoming aware of what it is that you're actually here to do, you know, what your purpose work is. And for me, it's about helping people to rediscover their inner wisdom so that they can lead a life of more joy, freedom, and purpose, but also finding more self-love and self-acceptance and authentic power and wisdom as well. So a lot of the work that I do is actually based around an ancient Atlantean color therapy system, the sequence of 87 different dual colored orbitals, and Pythagorean numerology, which actually crosses over. So the wisdom from both of those modalities crosses over, and it reveals so much about, you know, who you really are and what you're here to do. And that they are the most commonly asked questions on the planet today. Who am I? And what am I here to do? Now, we come in with amnesia. Okay, so we actually arrive on this planet and we don't have a clue, a diddly squat about what we're actually here to do we? We just like arrive and then we kind of like become a kid and then we learn all that stuff at school, and a lot of soul memories that we maybe have incarnated with get repressed and we lose them. But you know, at first we have to be asleep before we then wake up, and life is a bit of a test, but it wouldn't be if we knew all the answers. So we all have to go through an awakening process at some point. Okay, so we have to, our soul has to reawaken to its truth, and that truth is that we are infinite, ancient, immortal beings of light living out temporary human experiences. That is the truth of who we are, whether you take it on board at this stage or not. You are watching this because you are a starseed, whether you're from the Pleiades or whether you're from Arcturus or Andromeda or Orion or Sirius or Alpha Centauri or even a reptilian shapeshifter. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we all have had and been and done all of those things. Okay, so we are beings of light, congealed light, that are here to help the universe expand by taking that information and wisdom back up to source so the universe can continue to expand. So Ram says, she always wakes me if spirits don't. Always had insomnia. It's a curse. Found this week difficult. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a real pity that you are struggling so much. I'd definitely recommend taking, you know, some lavender to bed with you because it can really help. Anything violet actually is good because it helps you to release and relax, and you know, brings inner peace as well. So that's really good. So your latest conundrum was subconscious. If everything that has happened to me in terms of actions happen in other dimensions, whatever happens to originality? Interesting question. Hello to your Cool Whip. How are you today? It's nice to see you here. What have you been up to? Have you had a good time since we last got together? It's been a while, hasn't it? I think since I've seen you here. Brilliant. Well, very nice to see you. What's going on? Whoever else is watching as well, introduce yourself. Don't be shy. Don't hide in the shadows. Say hello and introduce yourself. Like what's your name and whereabouts in the world are you? And then leave your date of birth, and I'll take a look at your birth chart for you and the influences. Oh, that's good. Absolutely glad to see you doing good. I'm brilliant. Yeah, and I'm doing really, really well. Feeling very, very healthy, very, very happy and very healthy. Yeah, so, you know, for all star seeds, really, you know, we're all going through this period of upgrading our DNA. So we're becoming light bodies. So for me, it was a way I had to really look at what I was putting in, you know, the processed foods and the, you know, alcohol and you know, anything like all the cake and stuff like that, just all the old patterns of eating too much or eating too late, or you know, where I was not moving properly, and put all of those back into balance, you know. And because of that, you know, you sort of can think more clearly, your emotions become more well-rounded. Has anyone else been through that as well, like feeling like you know, you've kind of examined your patterns and you've observed what's not working for you, and you've been able to let it go so that you can kind of allow yourself to kind of align with the new earth energies more, and just feel lighter and brighter? I mean, that's what's happened for me over the last 12 months. It's been a radical shift. I must have lost 15 kilograms, and just don't have the lows anymore. Like, you know, my moods are kind of like stable, instead of them being sort of up 1 minute and then down the next and up and then down. Have you found that as well? Yeah, you found that too. Yeah. Excellent. So if you're watching today, remember to share this video on your Facebook page and with all of your groups and stuff like that as well. And remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for future notifications so you never miss one of my videos. Okay. And remember, sharing is caring. So make sure that you share the video with everybody that you think will benefit from this. Now, we're going to do all sorts of different things today. We're going to look at your starseed numerology to try and identify where your soul originated from after it left source consciousness. But we're also going to be doing some psychic intuitive experiments as well. So I'm going to be receiving some information, and this could be from people in spirit. And they are, you know, if they're here, and I'll try and pass that information on to you so that you can feel that reconnection taking place. Now, if there's anyone who wants me to get in contact with anybody, just let me know. Just say yes in the comments section if you'd like some information from people, either people that have crossed or from your starry families or your ancestors or whoever it is, and I'll do my best to try and receive some information for you as well. So have a think about it. Who do you know that you would like to hear from? Okay, and then just put out the intention that you'd like to hear from them, and that will give me permission to be able to then access that information and be able to deliver it to you. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of a tuning in now. So I'm just going to like slow down my thoughts, and I'm just going to tap in and see what's coming up. Okay, now there is definitely, I'm definitely getting somebody coming through now from, now this feels like it's the name, it's an L sounding name. It's a lady. I feel like it's Louise or Louisa. So who's that for? Now, this is a lady in spirit called Louisa, and she's showing me that she would have crossed a while ago. So I don't know whether this is like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, maybe slightly longer than that. So it's Louisa Lee or Lisa. Yeah, so the L sounding lady who has crossed. Now, who would that be for? Now, it's somebody watching at the moment, okay? So if you know who this is, okay? So it feels like it's possibly a mother or a grandmother. Yeah, it's definitely somebody who's above in age group, okay? So have a think about it. Who is this for? Now, make sure you leave it in the comments section. It's either Louise, Louisa, Lisa, okay? And this is somebody who's crossed that would have crossed probably about 5 or 7 years ago. And if it's not a mother, it might be a sister or an auntie, but it's older, an older person. All right, so have a think. Who does that relate to? Does that relate to you? And I'm actually being shown that it was like what the way that this person crossed was sudden. It was a sudden crossing, unexpected crossing. Okay, so let's simplify this. Somebody who's lost their, I feel like it's either their mother or their auntie in like either an accident or something like that. It'd be an accident or just a sudden. Eloise, yeah. Who's that? Who's Eloise? That makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely, it's like Louise, Louisa, yeah, Eloise. Who's that, Turyo? So if you're watching today as well, remember, leave your date of birth. Oh, it's your great granny, is it? Ah, right, okay. Interesting. Okay, so Turyo, okay, so the feeling that I get, because I get the color lilac that comes up with this, so that's why I know that that this person's in spirit. But there's also somebody else that's there with her as well. So she's showing me that she would have crossed a while ago, but there's it's almost like there is, like, her daughter is there as well in spirit with her. So that would be, I guess that would be your gran. So there's those, but then it's like, it feels like there's a bit of a tribe of women. So there's not just those two, there's other sisters that are there as well. So it would be like a group of them. You were on the 24th of the 10th, 1980, Christine. Yeah, so it feels like it would have been your gran would have had a couple of sisters or something like that as well too, and then the Eloise would be there too. So she's bringing forward I think 3, possibly even 4 other women that would have been like her daughter and then the sisters. Okay, does that make sense for you? So, Christine, you were born on the 24th of the 10th, 1980. Okay, brilliant. So you got the 2, you got the 4, the 9, the 8. Excellent. Okay, so there we go. So, Christine, what we can see here is you've got this arrow here, which goes across your chart like that. It's called the arrow of the inquirer. Now, this is classed as a negative arrow within your birth chart. Now, it doesn't mean to say you're negative or anything like that. This is kind of more like somebody who's got a bit of a skeptical kind of side to their nature. They're a bit, they've got an inquiring mind. So they have to go through their own process of research and investigation before they take on a new concept, because they can be a bit like, oh, I'm not sure if I believe this, it's that sort of skeptical nature. But when you get your own proof about something, you become an avid convert. Hey, Digby, nice to see you. How are you today? Oh, was your mum passed? Okay. Okay, then there's a J sounding name like Jane, Janet, or Jean, something like that that's coming up when you say that for me. So it feels like that's connected to the mother. Yeah, I'm so sorry your mum passed her, yeah? And would that have been the sudden death, the person who would have died suddenly, unexpectedly? Yeah, it feels like an accident or something, like someone who crossed quite quickly. Yeah, so Christine, what we can see here is your day number is a 6. Okay, so we have the 2 and the 4 together, and the 6 is Venus energy in the color mirror system. So Venus is the planet of love. So you're very creative. You've got a beautiful creative soul, and you like balance and harmony within your relationships. Venus is in love with the idea of being in love. It's about self-love. Also, pink energy brings up, separation from mother issues as well, or playing the role of the victim when pink is expressed negatively. So, like all numbers carry positive and negative connotations. Number 6, when it's expressed negatively, is destructive behavior. It's like self-sabotagey a little bit, but when it's positive and living happily, it can manifest as creativity, you see. So you've got that as your day number. It's your second biggest influence within your chart. You're also very organized. You've got like the 8 and the 4, which is all about organization. The 8 is about independence. So you're independent. You like to be in control. And you like the material aspects of life, the physical, the doing aspects of life as well, the practical. You're very intuitive, and you've got nice balanced communication. Okay, so you're a good listener as well as being a good talker, because your 1 energy, which is masculine, is in balance. So we can see there the organizational aspect there. The 9, which represents your wisdom, your sense of ambition and responsibility. So oh, you were 7. Yeah, your mother was sudden. Yeah, you were 7. I'm looking very skinny. Yeah, no, well, I had to lose all that puppy fat. But you know what? I'm at my perfect weight now. So I've dropped down to 76.5 kilos. And this is where I feel like this is where I'm comfortable, because I haven't got any sort of body fat and stuff like that. And of course, all my pain in my body has gone now as well, which is fantastic. I look so cute. Oh, how lovely. Now, remember, if you're watching this video, please like the video and share it with your friends and anyone who you feel will benefit from getting a reading like this. Now, Christine, your ruling number carries the most weight within your birth chart. So we've got the 9, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 25. So you're a ruling number 7. Now, you might fear being betrayed, okay, because the 25 is the trust bottle in the color mirrors, which is blue and yellow together. But the 7 is Neptune. Now, Neptune was the Roman god of the sea, and it's turquoise energy. So this is like, for you, you have to you like to explore the deeper meaning behind life. Possibly why you're here, Christine, because you've got like Atlantean wisdom embedded within your soul consciousness. So you kind of like would make a good teacher, but you have to learn through your own experience. No one can tell you how to live your life. So sometimes you have to learn through sacrifice, and this is about, there is a lot of turquoise energy. So there's a lot of trust stuff that comes up for you, and making sure that you speak your heartfelt truths. Like I feel like sometimes you react a little bit in emotional situations instead of responding to them, because you don't have the 5 as the center of the emotional plane. But the 7, remember, it likes to explore illusions, mysteries, miracles, magic, and faith, and all of those things as well. Hello, Moon Goddess 11. He looks very healthy for sure. Thank you. Oh my God, what are you doing awake at 1:40 a.m.? I would be so asleep. Now, Turyo, the feeling that I'm getting, like, who's the Jane, the Janet, or the Jean, or the Joan? Who's the J sounding name that comes up as well? Hello, Tasha. How are you, Tasha Blanchett? Nice to see you. Now, Christine, leave a few comments and let me know about what you thought of your reading. Did that make sense for you? Did it describe who you are? Can you resonate with that? You'd make a really good teacher, actually. You're quite a creative teacher. That's the sort of feeling and vibe that comes through for you, Christine. So yeah, leave a few comments and let me know. Now, remember, I'm just wetting your whistle with this. I'm just giving you a few insights based around your date of birth. But if you want something that's more substantial, then I'm offering the Starseed Numerology Reports, which is a 16-page handcrafted report. And they're on special at the moment for 59 Australian dollars. And that will go into your living name, so your birth chart and your name chart, your peak years of maturity, which are quite predictive about your future, what you can expect from the rest of your life, but also where your soul originated from after it left source consciousness. So which star system did you come in from? Were you Andromedan like me, or were you from Arcturus, or were you from Orion or Sirius or Lyra? Whereabouts? There you go. So Christine says everything you said resonated very much. Fantastic. Well, remember, you do have to learn through your own experiences. So, this is why when Neptune comes in, it's about trusting yourself. But, there is a little bit of a fear of trusting, because maybe you've been let down by people in the past before. So working through that, and also just trying to avoid codependency in relationships, that comes up for you as well. So you're not sure who that is. There you go. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. I'm currently studying to become a mindfulness and meditation teacher. Perfect. Yeah, because remember that, 7 is, it likes to explore the deeper meaning behind life. So mindfulness and meditation is perfect. And anything like hypnotherapy or timeline therapy would be amazing for you as well. So, eventually I feel like you would go on, to teach that. You've got a ghost in your house, Digby. Wow. I'll put the heating on, Ram. That's what I'd say. I was freezing earlier, and I put the heating on, and hopefully that the chills will go away. Yeah. Okay. So the feeling that I'm getting as well for you is like the I feel like the Eloise kept brought through your mother that passed quite quickly, but does she have sisters as well that are also over in spirit? Does she also have like sisters, or there's another two or three other women that are there with them? Okay, that's the feeling that I'm getting. And okay, so this might sound really strange, but I'm being shown the red car as well. So it's either the red car that you've got or the red car you're about to get, but it's almost like, it feels like it's time to change it or something. All right. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. It's like it's got too many things going wrong with it now. It's time to maybe change the vehicle. Terrio, fantastic. So you want to try past life regression type stuff? Well, I offer that now. So that's fantastic news. If you want me to take you through a guided hypnotic session, which will help you to access your past lives, your otherworldly past lives, as well as, human past lives, then I offer the 3-stage process. So it's actually called the Starseed Awakening process. The first part of the process is report. So I do the report for you. Then the next part is the release. So I'll take you through the process of identifying and releasing your subconscious limiting beliefs, your patterns and frozen emotions. And then finally, the regression part, the regress, takes you through 3 separate past lives. And that helps you to heal the deep spiritual wounds and trauma that may have been passed down through the lineage, the ancestry and the DNA, you see. Hey, Badre, how are you? So Emma's here, Emma Linden as well. Fantastic, nice to see you. Brilliant. Whereabouts in the world are you all watching from? Where are you from, the Moon Goddess 11? So let's have a look. I'm just going to see who I want to go to next. Tasha. We'll have a look at you next, Tasha. Tasha Blanchett. You're in Canada, Tasha, yeah? Alberta in Canada. And then the Moon Goddess, you're in Illinois. You're in Thailand, Emma, yeah? Astrid. Hi, Astrid. You're very welcome, Astrid. I'm glad that you enjoy it. There you go. Turyo goes, this guy, my car is red. Well, of course. I mean, Turyo, you've got to trust what's coming up, okay? So it's like your mum wants you to look at this vehicle, okay? This is what she's saying. She's going, I want you to look at the vehicle because there's been a few issues with it recently. So it feels like it needs to go for a good service, okay? And the feeling that I'm getting as well is there's something like the brake pads need changing or something like that. You were interested in which star system we were from or resonate most with. For me, it's definitely Arcturus. Curious to know what others are feeling for themselves. It's a great question, yeah. So why do you feel a connection to Arcturus more than the other ones, Christine? And Astrid, you're from Sweden. Fantastic. Look, I'm going to go to Tasha next. Okay, and then we can go through. We'll go through you all systematically. Okay, all right. Just trying to find your date of birth again. Oh, there it is. You're the 15th of the 4th, 1981. All right, Tasha. 1, 2, 3. You got 4, 5, 8, 9, and there you go. So Tasha, another day number 6 person. So that's that Venus energy again. This 6 bottle wants to shine its little beautiful pale pink light out into the world. Now, Venus was and is the planet of love. So for you, you like balance and harmony in relationships. Now, actually, you are a bit of a magician. So you're capable of, pulling a rabbit out of a hat. You've got a very soft feminine energy about you that can never be abused, Tash. And I feel like for you, you're very creative. Okay, you've got a lovely creativity about you. Very persistent as well. You've got the arrow of determination, which is the 1, 5, and 9 going horizontally, diagonally across your chart there. So this is like a grit and determination to get things done. Yeah. She's right about the car Fs. What does that mean? The car Fs. What's F stand for? There you go. Interesting. I probably wouldn't believe it coming from anyone else, but this guy is the realist. Of course I am. Well, you see, I just speak from my heart. That's what I do. And I just say what I see. Hey, Suzanne, how are you? Ram says she's got a vague idea of her origins, but dread to think what other mayhem was caused by my existence. Interesting. So we can also see here, like you've got the 8 and the 4 as well. Now, these are quite practical numbers, quite fixed. The 4 is like on the physical plane. So it's like it likes the material, physical, and practical aspects of life. So, you know, you'd like to have a nice car, nice house, that sort of stuff. And you're a doing person, you're good with your hands. The 8 is independence, organization, and control. So for you, you know, you are very independent, you are very organized, and you love being in control as well. All right, so that's that sense. You know, you're actually somebody who's quite chatty as well, I'd say, because there's two very distinct types of people with 3 1s. You get the ones that are shy and don't speak that very much, and then you get the ones that like really talk a lot. And normally the ones that talk a lot have got a lot of numbers on their soul plane. So you've got the 5 and the 8 on your soul plane. So I'd say that you're quite chatty around people that you know. Your ruling number, which is the biggest influence within your chart, you get from adding up all of the numbers within your date of birth and then reducing it down to its lowest common denominator. And here what we can see is 9, 10, 18, 19, 23, 28, 20. So you're a 29, 11. Now, I've said this a few times before. I think those of you who come and see me a lot in the Dreamtime Healing Room and will know that I work with a lot of people who are the 2911s. And this is because these are the people, the 11 is the master number. So the 11 is very psychic, very intuitive, very sensitive. It's feminine energy, really, but it's the 11 is the light bringer. So you're here to guide humanity forward into the new emerging golden age. Now, it's derived from the number 29. Now, the 29 in the Kalamaru system is a bottle called Grace Under Pressure. So what that means is that you attain grace in your life and like through going through pressure. So you've chosen, your soul has chosen the life of the Olympic spiritual athlete. And that's for your soul to evolve quickly within this incarnation. So you basically might get a lot of shit thrown at you, Tash. Yeah. So that's how it can sometimes be. Oh, F's mean for sure. Good. Okay. Well, I'm not. You see, I'm not a millennial like you. So I'm nearly 50. I'm 48 years old, 49 in October. So I don't understand all this jargon. I know I don't look it. So Astrid says, I feel like a light worker from the Plujamar. Is that? Did you mean the Pleiades? There you go. So Tasha says, wow, my guides have called me a light bringer. You are. Tasha, you are. You're a 2911. So have you had a really challenging life experience? Yeah, because if you have, you know, it's like your soul has chosen this, but you see, you're very creative as well. And I think home is very important for you as well. But I would say that you'd be like a creative light bringer, you know, somebody who could bring light and love into the planet through doing creative things. Yeah, I'm 49. Well, coming up to being 49, Digby, yeah. How old did you think it was, Digby? All right. So what we can see there as well is like we also have a personal year cycle that we're in. So we travel in peaks and troughs in our, you know, and we go in 9-year cycles. And actually, when you're in a 5, 9, 10, 15, you're in a 6 this year. So this is a great year for you to do and exercise that creativity. You want to be creative within the home this year, but avoid living negatively, because then you're more likely to be prone to worry and anxiety this year and self-destructive or self-sabotagey patterns if you're not, you know, if you're not expressing that creativity. We don't age, Digby. That's right. That's it. All starseeds, they always remain forever young. It's like the Peter Pan thing. You can't tell how old they are. And you see, this is why I deliberately chose not to get any tattoos, because I think tattoos date the human body. So, you know, in years to come, like if you get a tattoo that's in now, in years to come, it's like it's going to age you, because people will be like, oh, that tattoo dates that person to that era. I don't want any of that. I don't want people to know how old I am. Well, apart from you guys, of course. I don't mind you guys knowing. Yeah, so Tasha, there you go. So leave a few comments and let me know how you found that. Did that make sense for you? Yeah. Now, remember that I am just giving you little insights based around your date of birth, okay? But to get more accurate information and more layers of information, we have to look at your living name, in which we can get, you know, the your soul urge number, which is your deepest inner soul yearnings for this lifetime, and your outer expression number, which is the way you're perceived by the outside world, and your complete name number. And then we look at your pyramids, which are your peak years of maturity, in which you've got 4 cycles of 9 years, which can be quite predictive of your future. And also, you know, the origins of your starry, which star system you came from after you left source consciousness, which will give you your purpose and mission for this lifetime as well. So these are like a 17-page handcrafted report that I type myself. They're not like computer generated, but they do take 5 to 7 business days to create. So if you want one of those, then I can drop a link in the comments section in a bit, and then you can order that through my online shop. So it's a nice, safe and secure portal, okay? A special price of only 59 Australian. It's less than that if you're in America. It's about 40 something, I think, in America, in US dollars. There you go. So the Moon Goddess 11 says, I want to be an ET and not age. And there you go. So Ram said, that explains why I haven't changed since childhood. Good, Tasha. Thank you. Hi, John. How are you? Nice to see you, John. It's nice to have a bit of male company in here. Oh, mind you, I think Digby and Turyo, you're both male, aren't you? There you go. So, Suzanne, you were just getting ready to fall asleep. Oh, well, you can always switch me off, Suzanne, and then you'll be able to sleep. Or maybe you'll be able to go to sleep in... you might be able to go to sleep in the future. I don't even know what I was trying to say then. Hang on, I need a cup of tea. Hang on, I just made myself a nice cup of lemon and ginger tea. What do you like drinking, guys? Are you a tea person, or do you prefer coffee? It's an interesting question, that Ram. Ram asks, what happens to your soul if you change your name? It changes the vibration of yourself, really. So yeah, it definitely changes the vibration. All right. So in what sense, you're probably asking? Well, it changes like everything, really. You know, so I've known people that have changed their names, and what's happened is their whole life has changed. Like one woman in particular, she's called Marie now, but she was called Lorraine. But when she changed her name to Marie from Lorraine, her whole life got better, because it changes your soul urge, which is, you know, what your deepest inner yearnings are, and also the way you're perceived by the outside world. So it shifts everything. It can shift your purpose and your mission, you know, all of those things. So, you know, you have to be quite careful if you are changing your name. You've got to make sure that it supports your birth chart, and it doesn't sort of amplify the qualities that are in your birth chart, because that can have a negative impact. For example, if your name carries the same vibration of, like, say you've got the arrow of determination in your birth chart, and you've also got it in your name chart, even though it's 2 positive arrows, it becomes a negative influence, and it means you become overly persistent and determined to be able to achieve your goals and dreams in life. So we don't want that. So really, when you're selecting a new name for yourself, if you want to do something like that, then, you know, you have to be very, very careful. So always consult a master numerologist like me before you do that. So I've just popped the link in there for Tasha. Yeah, the name changes based on numerology. Absolutely. Yep. So we do. You like tea, do you, Digby? Yeah. You like whiskey, do you, John? What sort of whiskey do you drink, John? I like a bit of whiskey every now and then. I haven't drunk it for years, though. I'm not very good on spirits, John. It sends me to the spirit world. I do things I regret when I've had spirits. So yeah, I have to stay off them. I drink red wine. That's what I like. Yeah, so Digby, we go based on the living name, which is the Christian name, so the first name rather than both. When we look at both your names, it's more your professional persona. If we look at just your first name, then it's more like your personal life, you know, the way you project yourself on a personal level rather than a professional level. So when I create the reports, I look at the name that you like to go by, your first name that you like to go by, and not necessarily the name on your birth certificate, you see. Because your birth certificate might not be the name you use. It's got to use the energy of the name that you actually use. You think Scotch is good, do you? It might help you sleep, Suzanne, yeah? Hey, Pam. Nice to see you, Pam May. You like the cheap kind, John? Well, you know, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your fancy, eh? Now, John, if you want to leave your date of birth, I feel drawn to giving you some insights, okay? So leave your date of birth and I'll have a look at your chart, if you like. And Baydre. Nothing hot. You enjoy cold. Even ice by itself. Ugh. Would get stuck to your tongue, wouldn't it? There you go. Let's have a look. Now I'm just going to have a scroll back up and see. Astrid, are you still there, Astrid? Let's have a look at yours. So you're born on the 20th of the 10th, 1963, Astrid, yeah? Astrid. The 20th of the 10th, 1963. So you're Scorpio. I like Scorpios. I've always got on really well with Scorpios. Okay, so this is Astrid, our light worker from the Pleiades. Yeah, no worries. I'll come to you next, John, yeah? So, Teryo, tell me, have you had a few issues with your car recently? Let me know, like, leave a few comments, let me know. Have you had a few issues? It's like, I don't know whether the engine's like, is it like it's having difficulty starting, or there's something going on with brakes, something like that. But it needs looking at. Yeah, I'll have a look at yours, Pam. Yeah, they're brilliant, aren't they? Okay, so Astrid, what we can see with you, you've got these two positive arrows within your birth chart. Now, one is called the arrow of the planner, which is an inherent love of order and processes. All right, so you're a bit of a tick list person. You know, you like to know what's coming next. So, you know, it's like an inherent love of processes. And also the arrow of intellect. Now, that's the 3, 6, and 9. So all of the numbers there are on the mental plane. So they're the mind numbers. The 2, 5, and 8 are emotional numbers, and the 1, 4, and 7 are physical numbers. So you can see that, you know, so you're quite left brain. All right. So it's very much like quite critical, analytical. But, you know, you've got a very active mind. Okay. It's really active. So it might be like zingy, you know, it's always thinking. So you're quite creative. You know, you've got a vivid imagination, your memory's good, and you're very wise as well, but it's a very active mind. So you sometimes need a bit of grounding. And you need to start trying to bring your awareness down from your mind to your heart, and don't listen to the lies that your mind tells you, because a lot of the time the mind will try and talk us out of everything. It will talk us into fear, and sometimes you just have to trust more the heart. So, you know, you're a day number 2 person. So your 2 energy is the moon in the color mirror system. Bottle number 2 is the moon. It's this one here. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So this is pale blue over blue. So this is a big influence for you. And think about the moon. It governs our emotions. So you're very sensitive, Astrid. You're very intuitive, and you like to be, rather than being the owner of the company or the boss, you'd rather be second in command, you know, or you'd rather be the PA. So it's almost like, you know, it's more passive, it's more feminine, and you know, you like being in partnerships, you know. So for you, excuse me, don't worry, I haven't got COVID. Well, at least I hope I haven't got it. Who knows? Who cares? I'm sure we're all going to die of it at some point, aren't we? They are not to sound negative. There you go. Pam says, I've been drawn to learning how to read birth charts this year, something I never thought of before. Fantastic. Good for you. Well, look, you know what, Pam, if you're really interested and you're serious about it, I offer a really accessible course. It's an online course, level 1 Pythagorean numerology through my wellness portal for it's only 99 Australian dollars. It's self-paced and it's video tutorials of me teaching numerology and an ebook that I put together as well. And you get a certificate of achievement from Dreamtime Academy once you've completed it. And then there's levels 1, 2, and level 3 as well. So you can become a master in numerology. So that's an option anyway for you if you're interested. And the same applies to any of you. If you love what you're seeing today and you want to learn how to do it yourself and bring it into your own wellness business, then feel free to reach out, and can send you a link to the my wellness portal. I'll send you a link with a log on, and then you watch the videos, you read the ebook, and then you send me your case studies. So I'd like 3 case studies of people in your life. You do their charts for them. So that's a really, really, really good course that will blow your mind, because it'll also help you to know a bit more about yourself. I will do you, John. Yes. Exactly. If you die, you die. Well, I like to make my courses accessible, Digby. Yeah. I like to do that because I think that everybody should be aware of this type of wisdom. So it's something that people, that it's a soul calling. If you want to learn more about color and you want to learn more about numbers, so it's like information that should be readily accessible. So you've got this active mind, very creative. We can also see, Astrid, you're a 9, 10, 9, 10, 19, 22. So you're a master number 22 over 4. Okay, so these people are more rare than hen's teeth. I mean, than any other, the ruling numbers. Now, you're a master. Okay, so the 22 is a master number. You're very sensitive, very intuitive. There's a great depth of intuitive sensitivity about you. And what we can see is it's a master builder, because the 4, remember, is on the physical plane. So this is like a doing number, and the 22 is more feminine. It's a bit more intuitive. So you have got the practical know-how to be able to do the work. So do the work. Bottle 22 in the color mirrors system is this one here, which is deep magenta over magenta. Bottle 22, and this is called forgiveness. So a lot of the time the 22s have to learn to forgive themselves, forgive their creator, and forgive their parents, so that they can kind of heal and evolve and do their soul-based work, if that makes sense. So you're actually very balanced between your intuition and also your mind being stimulated as well. So you're quite a rare breed, I would say there. Astrid, does that make sense for you? And you're in a 5, 6, 7, 8. You're in a personal year cycle 8. So you're stepping into your power this year. You're going to be finding that more money is becoming available for you this year as well, because we find that we come out of a trough year into a peak year where we end up standing up and into our own power. So remember, you're here to guide humanity forward into the new emerging golden age. So do the work, okay? But very, very intuitive and almost quite psychic. I love that, Pam. So 1 year ago, I was pushed to learn tarot by spirit. I now own 19 decks. Tell me about it. Honestly, I've got so many decks everywhere in the house. I've got oracle cards and traditional tarot and starseed oracle and color cards and everything. It's huge. I don't want to be murdered or die in a car crash either, or burned to death. No, I want to just die of natural causes. Like go to sleep in bed one night and just not wake up. That would be the best way, wouldn't it? Right, John, we're coming to you now. Hello, Ig, how are you? The birth of my just passed grandmother. I'm sorry to hear that your grandmother's just passed, Ig. Because my car is wired weird. I have the proper upgrades in mode, but something like brakes is kind of surprising. Engine, not so much, but an oil change will do. Cool. Yeah, just check it out. It's maybe something you've missed. That's what's come up. I'll have a look at yours, Pam. All right, John. I'll just find your date of birth. So you're 27th of the 9th, 1983. So you got the 2 9s, the 8, the 3, the 2, the 7, and the 1. You got an interesting chart, John. Okay. Now, first and foremost, I want to mention the fact that you've got 3 arrows in your birth date. Okay. So you've got the arrow of the planner, which, we saw from the last reading that I did. So that's the inherent love of order. It's a positive arrow. So you like to know what's coming next. You've got a negative arrow, which is called the arrow of frustration, which is the lack of the 4, 5, and 6. And this is difficulties for you during childhood. So your mum and dad may have separated, or there was sibling rivalry or ill health, or feeling like you didn't fit in. But then that can also manifest as challenges and issues within your adult relationships as well. And you've also got the arrow of activity. So that means that you're always on the go. You're always here, there, everywhere, doing lots of different things. And actually, this is a suppression of nervous energy. So your central nervous system's a bit shot. So you always need to be all over the place. So you need to learn just to slow down and chill out and have relaxing company around you, peaceful company, maybe do more meditations and just be still, and just try and tune into that. Now, you've got 2 9s, and the 9 is ambition. You're very ambitious. You're very idealistic. So you look at the world through rose-colored spectacles, and also you're very wise. So, John, there's a great depth of wisdom, and you actually want to help people. Okay. Hey, Tammy, how are you? You are new to this, John. Yeah. I know. It blows your mind, doesn't it? Don't you think, John? It's like, wow, this is amazing. Holy crap. Okay. So what we can see here is like, you struggle a little bit to communicate how you feel, John. Okay. So you need to work on verbal self-expression. You need to open your heart a little bit because, you might have closed it down at some point in your life, like maybe earlier on in life, that can come up. There you go. So Astrid says, I do feel rare sometime and work for forgiveness for mum and myself. Thank you. Good. Well done. Well done, you. No, you're not good at feelings at all. It's because you don't know how you feel. You are quite intuitive, though, John. You've got the 2, which is your feminine energy. So you've got a nice intuition. So try and trust your intuition a little bit. And your memory is good as well. Now, your day number is actually a 9. Now, 9 is Mars energy. Okay, so this is my ruling number. It's your day number, and it's red over orange. Okay, you see that color combination there? Okay, so it's red over orange, and Mars needs to do and say what needs doing and saying, John. All right, instead of being meek and mild and getting angry and frustrated. So you've got to speak up at the time. It's no good walking away from a situation and going, "Dude, I wish I'd said that," because then you're going to feel the anger and get frustrated. But the 9 really wants to help people. So for you, you're a humanitarian. You want to help people. It's really important for you, so you want to be of service. The 9 carries a great sense of responsibility. You're probably not a great money manager, even though you are quite organized and you like to be in control. The 9 is more suited sometimes to healing and helping rather than corporate work. So, there you go. I get really frustrated so easily. It's so accurate. Look, tell me about it, John. I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. I'm a ruling 9. And so, my biggest lesson was to stop shutting down when I felt injustice, because I'm a Libran as well. So I don't like confrontation, but I've had to learn to wisely assert myself. But it's sometimes even that's challenging, So I'm still working on it now. So you're October, you're a Scorpio as well, Tammy, yeah? Another Scorpio. Oh, a bit of flirting going on. John is cute. There you go. Digby, are you flirting with John? I'm a Libra. Yeah, I'm a Libra. Digby. You're welcome, John. Now, that's your day number. Now, we've got to also look at your ruling number, which carries the most weight. So you're a 9, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21, 30, 39, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're a ruling number 3. So you're actually far more suited to the arts than the sciences, John. And the 3, the 3 energy is Jupiter in the color mirror system. So there's a lot of red energy in your chart. Coral is the color of Jupiter, and Jupiter wants expansion. So you're probably quite inspired by music, lyrics, poetry, writing. You know, you're very left brain. You know, the a creative kind of person and sociable as well. So when you're living positively, you like sociable, you like working on community-based projects. You've got far more important things to do with your life purpose than just get a regular day job. You know, for you, you know, you're a creative, and actually, but you also, you know, you are quite analytical as well. You know, the 3 is analytical. It can be a bit critical when it's living negatively. So try not to judge yourself or other people. And also, you know, the 3 people kind of like can suffer from low self-esteem or low self-doubt, and they might need to question their beliefs over the course of their lifetime so that they can step into their, you know, their true authentic power, because this is Christ consciousness. Like, coral is the color of the new Christ ray, and it's because it's a combination of pink, which is unconditional love, with yellow, which is joy. And when you blend unconditional love with joy together, it creates coral. It creates the Christed human. So Tammy says, an Orion Starseed, you're a graphic designer, John. Good. A whiskey drinking graphic designer. Hey. Now, John, remember, if you want some more insights, okay, this is just a little bit of information based around your date of birth that just springs to mind as we're talking. There's a lot more that I can get for you. So if you want your Starseed Numerology Report, remember they're on special for only 59 Australian dollars until the end of May. All right. And that's a 17-page handcrafted report, not computer generated. And it'll look at your living name, John, your birth chart, your peak years of maturity, which will tell you what's coming up in the future, and where your soul originated from. So whether you're Andromedan like me, or whether you're from Orion, you know, like Tammy, or the Pleiades or Arcturus or wherever. So it'll confirm it, and that's based around the position of your sun at the time you were born. Okay, and the same applies to all of you that are watching today. Now, if you're watching and you've not subscribed to my channel yet, why not? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell for future notifications, because then you'll never miss one of my live videos. So even if you don't get the chance to have a live reading and insight with me today, chances are next time you can come back, and make sure you share this with your friends and family and everybody that you feel will benefit from this. Okay, so anyone you care about in your life, share it onto your Facebook page, tag people in it, make them know that this is available. And also you can join my Andromedans Facebook group as well. So if you jump onto Dreamtime Academy, Dreamtime with a double E, on Facebook, okay, and then you'll find me, and then you can find the Andromedans group that's attached to that. And I'm doing a live tomorrow morning, which is going to blow your mind. It's about upgrading your DNA with the Andromedan light codes. So we're doing a live tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you're more than welcome to join us for that as well. Good. Make sure you do, John. Definitely contact me later on. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So Pam May, I'm told I carry Andromedan traits. Fantastic. Brilliant. Well, you'll definitely be somebody that needs to join my Andromedans group then. Now, the Andromedans, like me, are here to help people to rediscover their inner wisdom so they can experience more freedom, joy, and purpose as well. You know, so really it's about freedom is the most important thing to the Andromedans. They hate feeling restricted in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, but they're also here to teach self-love and self-confidence as well. So that's how it all, you know, how it all goes. Terio's go, chat room is on fire. It's nice to see it, isn't it? Yeah, nice to see. Now, Beidre, I haven't forgotten about you. All right. There you go. So you're a graphic designer, John. That's interesting. Yeah. So I feel like this creative aspect of you is good, but I feel like you could be doing more stuff with regards to helping people, like healing work. Yeah. So that's the feeling that I'm getting with you. And there's the name that's coming up around you is an S sounding name, like Sarah, Sylvia, or Susan, something like that. That's the significant other or significance within your, who's that? Just see if you can tell me who that is. Brilliant, Christine. So Christine says, I've just ordered one on your site and excited to receive it. I'm patient though, so don't worry. Brilliant, because I've had about 10 reports in today. It's been one of those days where everybody has been wanting a report. Oh shit! So I'm going to be like Angela Lansbury, like in Murder She Wrote. You can just see me, can't you? Over the next week, I'm going to be like that. It's like, oh, that's going to be crazy. You're an intuitive medium clairvoyant, and life has been a roller coaster. Well, it always is for us sensitive types, Pam. You know what I mean? But would you have it any other way? Would you? No, Orion's not a bad planet, the moon goddess 11, okay? Orion exists in extreme duality. So on the earth plane, we get duality as well, because we have got the dark and the light, you know, night and day. Orion is kind of like Earth on steroids. So it's a planet of duality. It's where divine masculine and divine feminine are trying to go back into alignment. They're trying to integrate. So yeah, it can be quite a challenging life experience. And a lot of people or souls tried to escape the Orion matrix, and they had to find little wormholes and portholes to be able to get through to incarnate into the Earth paradigm. But not many of them managed to escape. So the ones that are stuck there, some of them have quite a difficult time. Yeah. Hello, Tammy Meadows. Ah, Sarah, it's the name of your wife. There you go. Yeah. So I feel like this Sarah for you, John, is a really, really powerful support for you. And I just want to say, you know, she's like, you'll never meet another one like her. All right. She's just like the best. All right. She's really supportive, she's very caring, very creative. Yeah. Have you got a couple of kids as well with her? But I just feel like you've got like a really lovely connection with her. She's like a soulmate for you. And yeah, like the feeling that I'm getting is like maybe she's requiring your support a little bit more at the moment. Maybe something is just going on for her right now, or just gone on for her. And I feel like you know, you need to kind of step your game up a little bit. I hope that doesn't sound rude, but I just feel like there's something else that you could just be slightly more understanding of the situation. Okay. There you go, Pam. It took you 53 years to learn your boundaries. I'm so grateful. Good. Well done, you. Well done, you. A lot of people who come and see me at night time, they're insomniacs. Yeah. Now, guys, remember, if you're watching this today, make sure you like the video. So like the video, and because I can see how many have liked it. There's only 6 of you that liked it. Come on, like the video, guys. Like it and share it. Come on, you can do it. Wow, that's crazy. Yes, we have 2 kids. Yes, you do. I don't make this stuff up, you know. That's the thing, Tammy, isn't it? You know, it's always disbelief when you're intuitive or psychic. There's always that, oh, that sort of stuff can't be true, but it just is, isn't it? It's just like we're all connected. Do you know what I mean? All of us are connected, so we're all like one big family, and you can tap into anything. You just have to want to. Now, I haven't forgotten about, who did I say I was doing next? It was Pam, wasn't it? Was it Pam? Pam. You're in Canada. Insomnia there as well. You're all insomniacs. The feeling that I'm getting as well, like, is there, I feel like there's the blonde children, right? I feel like I want to say to you, John, the blonde children. Yes, please. Pam, put your date of birth in again so I don't have to go scrolling back up to the top. There you go. That's 9 of you that have liked it. Come on. There's still 4 of you who are watching that haven't. Don't you like me? Is that what it is? Or don't you know where the like button is? And if you are watching, make sure you please introduce yourself and tell us whereabouts in the world you are, because you never know, you might be lucky enough to get some insights with me today. All right, so you're the 21st of August, 1967. The other thing that's come in for you, John, as well, just thinking about it, is like, have you got your own business as a graphic designer? Because if you haven't, I feel like you should have, because I feel like I just feel like you'd make more if you just did it for yourself. Okay, so we're with you, Pam. I haven't forgotten about you, Tammy. Just have to be a little bit, you have to stay awake just a bit longer. Or you, Debray. Okay, Pam, you've also got this arrow, this arrow of activity. So it means that you're always on the go. You're always kind of here, there, everywhere, doing lots of things. So it's this suppression of nervous energy. You've got good communication skills, you're a good listener as well as being a good talker. You're very intuitive and creative as well. So you're like a creative intuitive, but you also, you're independent and you like to be in control. But I feel like, you need relaxing, calming company around you. Again, the 3 energy comes in as your day number, excuse me, and that's like this bottle here, which is called Jupiter, this Jupiter energy, which is the largest planet in the solar system, so it wants expansion. So for you, you're inspired by writing, music, poetry, lyrics. It's more the artsy stuff. And again, you can be quite a sociable person when you're living positively. And then you got the 9, 10, 16, 19, 16, 23, 33, 34. So you're a ruling number 7 as well. So actually there's shamanic wisdom for you, because whenever you get turquoise and coral energy, because this is your ruling number influence, it's Neptune, and Neptune is the Roman god of the sea, so it's Atlantean wisdom. But when you pair that up with turquoise energy, which is your day number influence, this is the 3, Jupiter, and then you've got 7, turquoise. These are complementary colors. So when you put coral and turquoise together next to each other, it's shamanic. That's shamanic wisdom. So Pam, you've got this ability, the shamanistic sort of ways about you. Special needs mom of 26-year-old. Okay. He has cerebral palsy and legally blind. I've zero me time. I'm an artist that loves to draw. Yeah, totally. You are a creative artist, intuitive, but you're also a good healer as well, Pam. So I feel like, you've got this ability as well, but you just need to trust more. And also you need to express yourself from your, and your heartfelt truths. It's like, you've got to realize you are consciously creating your own reality. So, at the age of 21, you were born on the 21st, remember? You get the key to the door of, that you finally become a responsible adult for being able to create your own reality, you see. Digby, I like Neptune energy as well. This is my day number influence. So that's the spiritual teacher. So, a lot of the 7s go into teaching, Pam, but also you like to explore the deeper meaning behind life. So for you, you've got to learn through your own experiences and explore that deeper meaning, the mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith of life. But again, you might suffer from low self-esteem, self-doubt, self-worth issues, and you need to work through those as well. You need to question your beliefs. Hey, how are we going? 11 together as one. There you go. I shared your video to my Facebook of my numerology and got some positive feedback. That's really sweet, isn't it? Thank you. Oh. So Pam says, I'm waiting to move for my son's needs. What can you tell me, please? Okay, so you're in a personal year cycle 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. Okay, I wouldn't do anything this year, Pam. You're in your personal year cycle 7, and this is like, it's known as a Mack truck year if you're not living your purpose. So this is where the shit proverbially hits the fan. All right, and we don't want that. I did a move in my personal year cycle 7, and it was a silly move, but I was so desperate I had to do it. That was my last personal year cycle 7, quite a few years ago now. But so I'd say wait until either next year to make a move, because you'll be stepping more into your power. So just hold off on that. Don't try and force it. And good, you've got deep faith. Excellent. Well, yeah, you've got like Atlantean wisdom as well, like that's within your consciousness, the ancient civilization of Atlantis, because they were far more advanced than we are. They lived on 5 vibrational frequency and above. They had advanced healing techniques and technology. But it was, the archetypal sort of like divine masculine that came in conflict to Lemuria, which was divine feminine. It was the start of duality on the planet. But, you know, there's still a lot of wisdom that you can tap into there. Yeah, sending lots of love and light to Pam. Definitely, Tammy. Well said. Great. I'm going to come to you next then, Tammy Meadows. And Pam, leave a few comments and let me know what you thought. Did you resonate with your reading? Did that make sense for you? Okay, remember you're in a personal year cycle 7. It's not called a matric year for no reason, but it's only difficult if you're not living your purpose, remember. If you are living your purpose, then it should be fine. Yeah. Now, remember, guys, if you've just tuned in and you're liking what you see, make sure you introduce yourself, leave your date of birth. And what I'll do as well is make sure you subscribe to the channel as well and click the bell for future notifications. There you go. That's brilliant. So Pam says, thank you. Absolutely everything makes sense. Brilliant. And hopefully it's brought you some peace as well. You're heading off, Baydre, yeah? Oh no, don't go. Look, I'll do you next then. If you're wanting to go to Betty Buys. What's your date of birth, Baydre? If you leave your date of birth, I'll do you next, okay? And then I'll go to Tammy afterwards. Because I know you've been here for a while, haven't you, Baydre? Ah. There you go, Baydre. Come on, Baydre, this is your opportunity. This is your chance. Maybe she's gone already. Are you still there? Are you there, Baydre? Let's have a look. Maybe she's gone back to bed. Okay, I'll go to you, Tammy, then. Tammy Meadows, 29th of October, 1969. 29th of October, 19, another Scorpio. All these Scorpios. All these Scorpios, hey. Pam says, I have 3 female cats. I'm sure they'll love another. It's okay. I don't think she's here anymore. I think she might have gone. She'll be back next time. Okay, Tammy Meadows. All right, Tammy. I'm with you, Tammy. Okay. So what we can see here is you've got like the first thing that's noticeable is those 3 9s. Okay. So you've got all that 9 energy. Remember, it's that Mars energy. So it's like that. You've got to make sure you speak up and not suppress things, because then you won't get angry and frustrated. But you are very keen on helping people. So you really want to help people. Hey, Jennifer. It's nice to see you. You haven't been here for a while, have you, Jennifer? I recognize your name because there's a famous actress called Jennifer Lawrence. So the numbers that I'm putting into the chart are the numbers from the date of birth. Yeah, so that's where they come from. The numbers that come from here, they go into this chart here. So what we can see is that, you know, Tammy, you know, you want to help people. You're very wise. You've got a great depth of wisdom. So that's a beautiful aspect of you, but you are quite idealistic as well. So, you know, you're the type of person that will look at the world through rose-colored spectacles. All right. So, but you also carry a great sense of ambition. Now, you are creative. You love the home and family. You're also very intuitive and sensitive, and your communication skills are balanced and harmonious. You know, so you're a good listener as well as being a good talker. Sometimes you are an old soul. You definitely are. Yeah, that's it. 3 9s. You know, the more numbers that we have in each of the segments, the more amplifies those qualities. So if you think about, this is bottle 9 in the color mirror system, which is red over orange. You've got the equivalent of like 3 of those in your chart. It's your biggest influence. So that's that fire energy. You know, it's passion, it's energy, it's vitality, but it's also safety, security, survival, shock and trauma. It's like where you need to speak up instead of suppressing. So, but you see, your day number is an 11, Tammy, and that's the Grace Under Pressure bottle in the color mirror system. So it's an 11. So your day number is an 11, which is duality, and this is black and white. So this is like your last look at issues of separation. So it's a master number. So you're very intuitive. You're quite psychic. You know, you're again somebody who is here to guide humanity forward into the new emerging golden age. So you're here for a spiritual purpose. You're a light bringer. You want to start your own business and spiritual, mystic, etc. It's perfect for you. Yeah, absolutely perfect for you. It'd be great. But you see, you on a day-to-day basis, you get a lot of shit thrown at you. So you're the sort of person who is playing, your soul has agreed to come into the earth to get a lot of crap thrown at them. All right. So that you can then help other people. So you've chosen the role of the Olympic spiritual athlete. Okay, in color mirrors, it's a bottle that's deep turquoise and deep magenta combination. It's difficult vibration, so it's called so you attain grace under pressure. Yeah, there you go. I just don't know my purpose yet. Is all just want to know. Look, at the end of the day, you will know your purpose. So you do know your purpose. You're here as a somebody who's here to guide humanity forward. You know, you're a helper, you're a healer, you're a psychic, you're a mystic. You know, you got the 9, 10, 19, 25, 26, 36, 37. Yeah. So you're 37, you know, that's your 37 is a 10. So your ruling number is a 10. Now, the 10, remember, the 1 is the leader. So you've got a very soft feminine power that can never be abused. So this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is your ruling number influence, which is your biggest influence. And this is ancient Egyptian color combination. So you actually got wisdom from ancient Egypt. You know, this relates to the goddess Isis, the Egyptian goddess who gave birth to the sun. So if you give you lemons, you'll make lemonade. But the 10s tend to have their own business. They make good salespeople. They make good sports people. You know, it's that sort of thing. They have male energy, but it's got a soft feminine energy about it as well. Good night, Pam. Nice to see you here. We'll see you next time, hopefully. Hey, how are you, Oracle Sophia? It's nice to see you here. Thanks for introducing yourself. And Jennifer, what have you been up to? There you go. It's perfect timing there for your Oracle Sophia. And actually, in Pythagorean numerology, it doesn't reduce to a 1. We keep it as a 10. So this is a very soft feminine power. But, you know, some of your relationships can remain a little bit superficial, Tammy, because you don't really want people knowing what's going on for you. And you're actually quite an adaptable person as well. So for you, you probably tried lots of different jobs and you do all right at most of them. There you go, Tammy's like, you've made my night. Good. I'm glad I've made your night. Remember, you know, that I'm only giving you little bits of information at the moment because we haven't got time to go through all the aspects like your soul urge and your outer expression and your complete name number and your peak years of maturity and your starseed origins. We just haven't got time. But if you want that information, remember, the reports are on special until the end of May. So you've still got a week to get hold of one of those for only 59 Australian dollars. So Turio, can I speak of my soul urge 1? So your soul urge 1 is like you've got your deepest inner yearnings to do things on your own. All right. So you want to be a leader. The 1, remember, is masculine energy. So it wants to lead. So your soul urge is that you kind of like independence. And, you know, it's almost like your soul urge is you want to have your own business potentially. Yeah. In UK pounds. Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure. I'll tap it into the currency converter. We can have a look. Should we do that for you now? Okay. So in UK pounds, 59 Australian dollars is pounds sterling. It is 33 pounds. So it's cheap as chippies, isn't it? 33 pound. All right. There you go. So Digby's like, I had a full reading from Hayden. It was amazing. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that, Digby. Big kisses to you. Brilliant, Tammy. All right, and you're in a personal year cycle 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 16, 17. You're in a personal year cycle 8. So you're stepping into your power this year. It's cheap, hey? So remember, 8 is independence, organization, and control. All right. So, you're stepping into that this year. So you're coming out of a trough year and you're going into a peak year, or well, more into a peak year. So the 8 it's an auspicious number for a reason, right? Think about it, right? The number 8 as a sacred geometric shape is 2 circles sitting on top of each other. It represents completion on the heavenly realms and completion on the earthly realms as well. So, this is why it's a positive year. So you're actually moving into a beautiful positive year this year for yourself. So it's a great time to be launching that business and doing it. Remember, you are a manifester. You can turn base metal into gold. You can pull a rabbit out of a hat. The wheel of fortune brings good fortune in her wake. And 8 is your lucky number. Yay. Fantastica. And Tammy, anything coming in for you? Okay, are you doing something in your garden at the moment, Tammy? The feeling that I'm getting for you is there's some change going on within your garden. So it's either for you, it's for some, or it's for one of you watching. But there's change going on with the garden. It's like, I don't know, like a renovation or something like that. I'm just seeing things changing within the garden space. There you go. Look at you, Digby. Everybody loves Digby. Oh, there you go. You're planting your vegetable garden. Yes, a new one. Yeah. So, okay. So spirit are watching you when you're doing this stuff in your garden. Okay. So this is a really positive thing for you and it's going to be very, very good. Plants grow well where you are. Okay. So this is going to be an abundance of it. I feel like the father energy is coming in. So did your father cross? And if it's not father, grandfather, but there would have been a connection between the gardening that you're doing now and what they would have taught you to do or what you would have seen as you grew up. Does that make sense? It's like there's something there, but the spirit is watching you. Yes, does that make sense? So who is this? It's like there's a J sounding name coming in. Yeah. Who is that? It's your dad. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, so he's helping you with the planting and stuff, and he's kind of like helping you like not put the plants too close together. So you got to separate the plants out a little bit, he's saying. Make sure that they're not too close together, otherwise they won't have enough space to grow and to breathe. So it's like planting them further out, he's saying. Yeah. And is your dad in spirit? So, oh, you always farm together? Yes. Okay. Yeah, and like there's like the feeling like the name that's coming in, it's like there's a J sounding name associated with him, and Jack. It was like that, Jack. So that who's Jack? Is that Jackie or Jacqueline or Jack or who's Jack or it's yeah. It's that name that's coming through. There you go. Digby's like, he's not just cute. Oh, it's George. Okay, perfect. That's it. Yeah. Because like for me, it's like I hear it as a J, J. It's like George. It's like a J sounding name. Oh, and Jack's your spirit guide. Ah, right, okay. Oh, so maybe it's Jack that's bringing through George. Oh, isn't that lovely? So yeah, he's definitely helping. Thank you. Thank you, Oracle. Now, Oracle, should we do you next? Would you like to have your date of birth done? Come on, leave your date of birth and I'll do you next, okay? Jack's always around, definitely very loud. Tammy, honestly, was like, Jack, like that. I was like, oh, shit, what does he want? It's all right. And Tammy, you know, the feeling that I get as well is like he's very peaceful now, but he's very happy being around you and guiding you and stuff. And he's bringing your brother up now as well. Your brother has got some sort of I don't know, something's going on. He's just saying your brother, he just like bringing your brother in because he wants some help towards the brother. Okay, so I'm going to go next to you, Oracle, Sophia. Oh, Billy Ray, your brother has passed as well. Okay, right. I was going to say I felt like it was in spirit as well. So he's with your brother. That's like they're both together, and he would be like planting stuff there as well. What does ADAP stand for? Okay, yeah, that's no problem. Just do that. Like we can do it another time. Okay, no problem. It's just when the information comes through, it comes through. But book a session and we can go through some healing. All right. Oh, ASAP. I was like, what does adapt mean? Is that like I'm adaptable? Funny. Okay. 25th of the 11th, 1981. And just the one last thing, it's like you were being guided like by them as well to learn something. Like they want you to learn something new. It's like something you've been avoiding, so you need to learn something new, and it feels like it is associated with healing. So it feels like you know, it's like you need to do some healing but learn something with regards to that as well. Yeah, so you can use it more. Yeah, but it feels like there's learning that needs to take place. And I'm called Hayden, not Jaden. Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy. All right, so what's your name? Is it Sophia? I'll say Sophia. Okay, so what we can see there is that you've actually got the day number 7, which is derived from the 25. Now, sometimes you fear being betrayed. Okay, so there is this feeling of like, I fear trust. Okay, but the 7 energy is about you need to learn through your own experiences. So no one can sort of tell you how to live your life. You've got to do it your own way. That old chestnut. And so that's your 7 here. It's Neptune. So this is like you like to explore what's beneath the surface, the deeper meaning behind life. And then when you do that, you kind of learn about yourself, and it makes you a good teacher. So a lot of the 7 people eventually go into teaching what they've learned. So you like to explore illusions, mysteries, magic and miracles and faith. You've got this beautiful strong arrow going through the middle of your chart called the arrow of determination, which means you've got this gift to be able to have great persistence in able to, so you're able to achieve your goals and dreams in life. And you've got this arrow here, which is called the arrow of emotional balance. So you're very well equipped to deal with emotional situations in your life. You might not think you are, but you actually are compared to a lot of people. So you'll always find a way of navigating challenging emotional waters. You're intuitive and sensitive. Now, you do struggle to communicate how you feel, even though you know how you feel. You've got those 4 wands, and that's a real restriction around how you verbalize how you feel. You are independent, you're organized, you love to be in control. You've got a nice balanced wisdom about you as well. So it's it's a very positive chart in a lot of ways, but you do have to learn, as I said, through your own experiences. Now, you're 9, 10, 18, 19, 21, 26. 21, 26, 27, 28. So you're a ruling number 10 as well. And it's actually all about new beginnings for you. Okay. So the 28 is yellow and turquoise combo, which again, is like your 25. So it's this fear of betrayal, but it's also like new beginnings. So you have to keep on going through new beginnings, starting things again. The 10, as we said before, is the wheel of fortune. So you give you lemons, you make lemonade. You're a female leader. So you're here to lead people forward. You find your authentic power and lead through a soft feminine energy that can never be abused. But having your own business, you're quite adaptable. You know, you could put you into any environment and you do really, really well. Is so spot on. Yeah, good. Remember, you know, the tens, they don't really want people knowing what's going on for them emotionally. So it's like that sense of superficiality. So, you know, it's like working on that is beneficial. And then you're in a 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. You're in a personal year cycle 5. So you're going to want to feel like you're able to express yourself this year. So you need people around you that will allow you to do that. You need to feel freedom within your heart. You need to be able to not feel restricted. You need, if any part of you wants to hide this year, it's going to make your life very, very difficult. So you've got to get out on a limb. You've got to go out. You've got to explore. You've got to have, you've got to go and meet different people, different places. It can be quite hard if you're in lockdown. I know, it can be really challenging. But, this is what your soul really yearns for this year. So it's expansion and freedom and versatility and all of that, really. So both of your numbers are actually on the physical plane. Your ruling number and your day number both exist on the physical. So you like active participation in life. You could do with like really introducing a few more sort of maybe physical sort of things within there, like physical exercises, whatever else. But as a general rule, I'd say that you are definitely somebody who, is quite attached to the physical aspects of life and fairly well balanced as well. There you go. So just restarting your business is so spot on. I intellectualize my emotions too much. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. You intellectualize them probably a little bit too much. Yeah. So fantastic. And then there's a lovely sister that's coming in for you, like a lovely sister that you've got like a good bond with. Yeah, and I don't know whether this is your biological sister or not. It is a good day, Ram, because there's no rain yet. Totally. So you bought smart hoops and a scooter now. Wow. There you go. Sonia or Sonny, namaste from India. Namaste to you as well. Namaste. Whereabouts in India are you from, Sonny? And who's this sister? Who's this sister figure? Is this a really good friend? I'm seeing a blonde girl. There's a lot. It's long blonde hair is what I'm seeing. Do you know who that is? So you are from Bihar in India. Wish to know about me. Okay, leave your date of birth, Sonny. Leave your date of birth. We can have a look. There you go. Nice to see you. Now, Sonny, is this a male or a female name? I can never work out whether that's male or female. Is she in spirit? Your first best friend, Zoe. She has hair light. Yeah. This makes more sense to me. Is she in spirit? You're male. Okay. Just so I can address you correctly. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is her. Yeah. Okay, she's kind of like, I think that why she's coming in is like she wants to give you a memory of something of when it was like it's like she's saying like you used to do everything together, always doing stuff together, almost like people you're like inseparable. But it's like a feeling like the feeling I have is like she had some sort of disease or something like leukemia or something like that would have taken her, or some sort of degenerative disease. We call teachers as Gurija. She had cancer. Yeah, that's it. It just felt like it was something unusual for a kid to have. That's why I thought, oh, maybe it was leukemia. And you just thought of her the other day. Okay, what she wants you to know as well is like, when you think of her, she's thinking of you. So she's definitely there, and she wants to recall a particular memory. It's like she wants you to remember. It's like the feeling that I'm getting is like you're out on a school field and you're playing together, like on a school field, and it could be a sports day or something like that, but it's like something you would always do together, like skipping, or like making daisy chains or something like that. Is the sort of energy that comes in. Oh, it's a salutation of respect. Thank you, Sonny. So you're the 3rd of December 1990. So have a look at Sonny. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, Sonny. The 3rd of December 1990. Yes, it kept coming back until she transitioned a few years ago. Our school had a massive field, and we did do daisy chains. Yeah, that's it. So that's what she wanted she wanted you to remember her. You were like sisters, okay? But she was a lovely girl. Okay, Sonny. Okay, so what are you saying, Sonny? Again, money and professional in life, sir. Okay. Right, well, what we can see there for you, I mean, it slightly works differently the way I do my readings, because this is based around your soul personality, blueprint, etc., etc., and the location of your soul, the time, from which star system you came in from, basically. There you go. You needed reminding of being a child. I appreciate you. Good. Yeah, take life less seriously. Sometimes our old school friends come in when they see you're just forgetting the light side of yourself. And I think that, for her, she had a very short life, but she was quite a light spirit. She was kind of like, she brought a lot of joy into things. And I think that, I don't know if you're still in contact with her mum or you know much about her mum, but it's either her mum has just crossed over as well, or like her mum's going through a bit of a time now. So if you are in contact with her, then, might be worthwhile just sort of reminding her to lighten up as well. Yeah, so you've got what's called the arrow of the planner, Sonny. So you've got an inherent love of order in your life and processes and procedures and that sort of stuff. So, you're a bit of a tick list person, so you like to know what's coming next. There was also difficulties for you within childhood. So there could have been like your mum and dad separated, or, ill health or sibling rivalry, or feeling like you didn't fit in. But also this can manifest in issues within relationships too. Now, you're very ambitious as well. So you've got 2 isolated 9s. So you're actually a very wise man, and you are idealistic and ambitious. You've got a great sense of ambition about you. Yeah, you're sensitive, you're intuitive, and actually you're more left brain. So you can be quite critical of yourself and other people when you're living negatively, but when you're living positively, you bring a lot of sociability and joy into people's lives. The 3 is about expansion. It's Jupiter energy in the color mirrors system, which is the largest planet in the solar system. It's coral energy. It's the color of the new Christ ray. So, you've got the potential of being able to combine unconditional love of self with joy and become an ascended being on the planet. And actually the 3 is, you're inspired by music and lyrics and poetry and the arts more so than the sciences. You do want to help people. I feel like, your verbal communications are good. You're very intuitive as well. You've got a vivid imagination. Your memory is good as well. Now you're 9, 10, 19, 9, 10, 19, 22, 22, 25. So you're a 25, 7 as well. So I've got that beautiful, you've got shamanic gifts. Okay. So whenever we see coral and turquoise energies, because these are complementary colors, whenever they come in together, and these are your kind of soul colors based around your day your day number and your ruling number. Your ruling number carries the biggest weight within your numerology. This is like shamanic gifts. So you've got shamanic gifts that you can share with people. You've got like you're very much a starseed, you know, you've got wisdom from, I feel like it's the Pleiades that comes through for you, or Sirius. You have to learn through your own experiences. So, you know, sometimes in life for you, you have to sacrifice. So it could be love, money, or creativity, or health, you know, and sometimes we have to go through that learning process so that you can step up and be the teacher. So you sometimes suffer from low self-esteem, self-doubt, and that type of thing. But I feel like you like to explore the deeper meaning behind life, Sunny. You like to understand more about, you know, sort of mysteries, illusions, miracles, magic, and faith. Would you succeed in being a bureaucrat? Yeah, I actually feel like you would. Definitely. Okay, Emma, I didn't realize you were there. Lovely. Come in next time and I'll do your reading first next time, okay? That's all right. I am in a sweet good mood today. I don't know what's going on with me today, but I've got bags of energy. I went to the gym this morning, and you know, like when you just feel like you're surpassing your old limitations. Mizuko, how are you going? Nice to see you. Domingo. Got to be the moon too, Domingo. Yeah, I reckon you're right. Nice to see you, Domingo. You leave your date of birth, Domingo, and I'll have a look at you. Huge token of respect to your aura. That's a very sweet thing to say, Sonny. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, if you want more information, Sonny, remember the Starseed Numerology Reports are on special until the end of the month for only $59. So please, I'll need your date, time, and place of birth and living name. So you just email those through and I'll send you a link. And they will take me around about 5 to 7 business days to create. Okay, so if that's for everybody watching. Yeah, it's good to see Mizuki. I'm glad that you're feeling really good today as well. That's awesome. And as far as money is concerned for you, Sonny, just so you know, the feeling that I'm getting is yes, you know, things are definitely improving for you financially. I know you've been going through a rough time recently, where you felt like things were going backwards, even like going 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. But the money is getting better, particularly next year for you. But you've got to keep on following your heart. Don't stop going for what you want. Okay, maybe lessen your expectations of yourself and allow the process to unfold organically, and don't try and push things. Have faith that everything will be shown to you at the right time, and actually, yes, money will improve. There's also like I feel like for you, there's within the family, I think there's like there's a good foundation, so there is support there if you need it. Yeah, so all of these colors, they each have their own keynote and frequency. So these are pure grade essential oils with colored dyes in them. So you pour them into your bath, you submerge your body in them, and they go into your cells and they release the old negative patterns, you know, so you can basically feel supported as your soul takes you where it wants you to go. But then we also have the essence sprays as well. So each of the essence sprays are different colors, you know, so we've got like the green angel and the power spray, and we've got, oh my god, we've just got every color under the sun. We've got like rose pink, and we've got indigo, you know, so we've just got the most beautiful colors, and each one has its own keynote and frequency. So each color has a resonance or a frequency of light, but then the aroma that's associated with that is on the same frequency. So they work on every emotional symptom, every physical, every mental symptom, every soul-based and spiritual symptom. They go into the electromagnetics. You can put them on your trigger points as well, and you have an instant mood upliftment, you know, so you can go from feeling meh to feeling yay very, very quickly. Yeah, they're called color mirrors essences. If you guys want any of them, just go onto my online shop and pick out the colors that you most connect with, and then read the message that's associated with it. and then it will give you a clue. Usually just going on intuitively which colors you most resonate with will be the right remedies for you to work with. They are a bit of an investment. There's 65 Australian dollars plus postage and packing to wherever you live in the world. So, you know, sometimes the best things in life, though, they're worth investing in because these work. And they're made by a colour alchemist in South Africa called Melissa Jolly, who was channeled this colour therapy system back in 2001. So it's a global colour therapy system. It's beautiful. I teach the colour mirrors to practitioner level. So I teach it as an online self-paced course over a 6-month period. So we get together every 2 weeks and we go through the different colours. And you go through an amazing journey of transformation as you recognise what your limited beliefs and patterns are in each of the colors and transcend them. So it's almost like you're not only becoming a practitioner of a fantastic color therapy system, which is brilliant for your business, but you also have a huge transformation personally as well. It's amazing. Yeah. I live in Western Australia. Yeah. Indigo, I don't know if it's totally related to Mary Magdalene. No, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is with the color indigo, it relates to the indigo beings. You know, like I'm a beta generation indigo second waver, but also, you know, it's the high wisdom and magic as well. So a lot of the time it relates to initiations that we go through in our lives. Now, Domingo. Now, are you a male or a female? And you're a Libran as well, yeah, Domingo? So, Sonia, hopefully that's made sense for you and it's given you a few words of inspiration moving forward. And I wish you luck with and success in everything, yeah? You're a Capricorn male. Brilliant. And whereabouts are you from? Is that a Brazilian name, Domingo? 1984. One, 2, 3, 9, 8, 4. There you go, Filipino, but you're from the US. Excellent. Oh, you're in Birmingham. Yeah, wow. Birmingham. That was a bad accent, wasn't it? Birmingham. Okay, Domingo, what we can see here is that you can be a bit skeptical, can't you, of anything that, you know, sort of any new concepts until you get your own proof. And then once you get your own proof, you become a convert. So that's your arrow of the inquirer. It's a negative arrow within your chart, Domingo. You are a leader, okay, because you're a day number 1. Now, the 1 energy in the color mirrors system is the sun. It's yellow. The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. So this is like yellow energy, which is, you know, expressed as joy as a positive aspect, but fear as a negative, you know, and it often creates confusion, fear, and it oscillates yellow, you know, it's one of those colors. But we can see that you are a leader, but you've got to it's like the ego-based leadership. So it's more male-based leadership. So you like doing things your own way. You know, it's like you like doing things on your own as well. But you would be the boss of a company rather than the second in command or the PA. You know, you'd want to be the owner of your business. We can also see that, you know, you're very organized. There's a great sense of organization around you with the 8 and the 4 energy. You like to be in control. You're very independent, and you do like the material aspects of life, you know, the physical, practical, and material aspects of life. We can also see that for you, you're a 9, 10, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24. So you're a ruling number 6. And the 6 is very creative. So you've got a beautiful creative aspect to your nature. So you're a bit of a creative leader in all respects. And you love balance and harmony in your relationships. In love with the idea of being in love. I mean, you're a Libran, you know, so you like balance and harmony. You're a diplomat, you know, within your family dynamic, you're the one that keeps the peace. And, you know, Librans just love being in love. So, you know, pink energy, a lot of Libran guys end up being gay as well. Like I'm a Libran like you. And, you know, so Librans, because it's a masculine planet, a masculine sign ruled by a feminine planet, it brings in that sort of femininity. So a lot of Libran guys have got like feminine aspects to their personality blueprint. So it's pink energy, which is about self-love and self-acceptance. So we can see here for you, I would say that possibly, you know, you can either be I'd say that are you fairly quiet? Are you more the type of person that's quiet than really, really chatty? So yeah, leave a few comments and let me know. Now you've got the 5, 6, 7. So you're in a personal year cycle 7, which if you're not living your purpose can be quite a challenging year. If you are living your purpose already, then you should breeze through it and it should be good. But you know, it's about learning and sacrifice when we experience you're super quiet. Yeah. You know, I thought so because you only have one number on your soul plane, you see. And when you've got 3 ones, if you've only got like one number or no numbers on your soul plane, it means you're very, very quiet. Okay. So you could work through that. But you know, you're quite a loner, I guess, as well, having the one energy there. But use that creativity wisely. Use it, because if you're living negatively, then you can be prone to worry and anxiety and those types of things. But I get a brother or something that comes in for you. Like, I don't know whether he's older than you, but there's a disconnect. It's almost like you don't get on with your relative, with your sibling. So I don't know what's happened, but what's been going on. But there's like, it's either like you just never have connected or something like that. It's an older brother, I think it is. So who's that? Who are you? Why aren't you connecting? But I actually feel like it's like it needs. It's been going on for a while. This. Oh, it's your dad, is it? It's like your dad you don't get on with. Okay. Yeah, but it feels like, have you never got on? It feels like an older brother. Yeah. Have you never got on very well with him? It feels like, if Domingo, it feels like, is he, I don't mean to sound disrespectful, but is he a bit of a fool, like a bit foolish, like the way he goes on, does stupid stuff? That's kind of the feeling that it comes up, like, and he doesn't understand you or something like that, and you feel misunderstood by him. Oh, you're starting to rebuild a relationship with him after 35 years. Okay, cool. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I feel like he was physically abusive. Yeah, because I felt like I wanted to say he was a bit of a dick. It's like, yeah. So he doesn't realize the damage that he did, because you're quite sensitive. And I feel like for him, it was alcohol or drugs. He was out of control when he was doing it. So he didn't mean it, but actually he taught you the lessons that you needed to learn. But I feel like, he's probably, has he not very well at the moment? And that's why he's come back in. It's like, wants to heal the wounds now before it's too late, sort of thing. Yes, a dick. Yeah, that's the feeling that I got. It was like, I wanted to say he's a bit of a dick. Yeah. Sorry. Just say what I say. But like, yeah, so he ain't very well at the moment, is he? He's going through. Did he have another family as well? Like, I felt like, did he set up and have some more kids elsewhere? Like the man with 2 families. The man with 2 families. Oh, he might. Uh-oh, sorry. Yeah, he's got the whoopsie. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Whoopsie. The man with 2 families. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to love you and leave you all, okay? Because I've got to get some stuff done before my husband gets back from work today. Yeah, but it's been really nice catching up with you all. And thank you very much for being with me and enjoying today's session. It's been awesome. Been really, really good. Remember what I said, applies to all of you. If you want any sessions, with me, you'd like to learn some courses, you'd like a Starseed Numerology Report, then you know where I am. Okay. What I'll do is I'll drop my email, my website here for you as well. So it's dreamtimeacademy.com.au, dreamtimeacademy.com.au. And there you go. So you can check me out. And if you want anything in the future, just let me know. All right. Have fun, everybody. See you, Teryo. Good night to you. Good night. Good night. God bless. Good evening and welcome.